review of my own car. I've had this thing for over a year and 4 months if you want to get technical, but I just wanted to give you guys my insight of what it's like living with the Subaru. First thing I want to talk about, if it's reliable. Oh, it's the Subaru STI reliable. And for me, it has been very reliable. Subarus generally tend to get unreliable when you start modding them, when you start turning up the boost, when you start doing all these things to them. And people say, it's like, oh, Subarus and Evos are bad cars. Like, no, when you leave them stock, they're actually really reliable. If you're looking at this, you might be interested in buying an STI. You might be looking at an STI, and you're wondering, is it pretty expensive to maintain? And I don't want to get too much into maintenance because I want to do a separate video of if owning a Subaru is expensive. And maintenance on STIs are pretty expensive, not gonna lie. I bought this car with 83,000 miles, and that's like the magic miles where everything starts to fail. In my car, nothing has generally failed, but I had to replace the clutch because it was the original clutch, and brake pads were running thin. That's just wear and tear. I completely spaced it when I bought this car. It's like, hey, how's the clutch? How are the brakes? I just got in the car. I was like, yep, I want it, and I got it. Another thing, if you're wondering if this car is good in the snow, it's amazing in the snow. So, there's a Subaru, they're amazing in the snow. So I'm sitting here in a red light and there's a people over there and they keep staring at me, maybe because I have a camera. It's time for me to rip on this car a little bit. I've talked about some of the good things, like it's been reliable, it does good in the snow, it's a good daily driver, it's 4 doors, practical, but I want to rip on this car a little bit. But the number one most annoying thing about dailying my Subaru STI is the interior. Now the interior itself is not a bad design, I kind of like it, it's not ugly, but it's pretty cheap. Everything is plastic, and plastic tends to rattle over time, so there's a bunch of rattles in this car. Another thing are the borderless windows. They look cool, they're awesome, because when you open the door they don't have a little border on top, but creates an air whistle. Both of my front doors are whistling, and it's pretty annoying, so that's... Oh, hi truck. Yeah, just go by me. The seats are horrible. These STI seats, they're notorious. You look at the blue seats, you can't mistake them. They're STIs, and they go for a lot of money. If you look these up on eBay, they're pretty pricey. I am in my early 20s, and I feel like I have the back of a 60-year-old sometimes. I get out, and then my lower back is hurting. Like, this thing has a lot of lower back support, which, if you're into that, I guess that's cool. Like I said, I didn't want to get into... pricing, but I'm gonna make a separate video and talk about my experiences with the financing involved in this car, how much it cost and how much it costs to maintain and stuff. So it's pretty expensive. So aside from the weird noises and the rattles and the sound deadening and stuff, this car is pretty good. I'm not gonna sit here and talk you out of getting an STI. I really like mine. Hopefully I can keep mine for as long as I can. But if you're on the fence, go test drive one. Like, nothing I say or nothing I tell you is just gonna make your mind or not make your mind about getting this car. You have to drive it. The gears are short, you know, loud, the noises, the turbo, it's amazing. Like, I can do that all day long and it's amazing. Oh yeah, gas mileage is terrible in this car. I get like 18 miles to the gallon and I'm not on it all the time. That's pretty bad. I wanted to keep this video short and sweet and just give you my opinions with the car and my experience with owning it. If you have any other questions I didn't cover, just leave them in the comments and I'll go to them. Like, this car gets you a lot of attention. I didn't go over that because of the wing and the hood scoop, and you're gonna get a lot of attention. You know, cops are gonna look at you. Every Honda Civic is gonna try to race you, and if you like that attention, cool. If not, the car might not be for you. But this car does not blend in. You can pick it apart from, you know, the crowd. At the end of the day, I'm glad to pick this car up because it's amazing. It's a turbo all-wheel drive. You can't go wrong with that, and it does pretty good donuts in the snow because all-wheel drive is awesome. And you have the little differential thing to play with, so that's cool. Leave a rating on the video. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm trying to improve these videos. Peace.